Okay, hello, I am Jemma, also known as Jemma's Makeup across my social media accounts, and today I'm here with Essence Cosmetics. I've got my face on, and if you want the same end result with a couple of tips and tricks to make it easier along the way, come on with me. Okay, so I am someone who is set on doing brows and eyes first because if you make any mistakes, you can clean it up risk-free. There's nothing on your face, you're allowed to remove products as you wish, and I never break this cycle. Here you can already see the difference. When it comes to applying brow products, I like to start at the bottom and flick upwards. That just avoids anything looking too harsh or too blocky, and the top of my brow is still able to look natural. Now, the brows are on, but what are brows without a brow gel? A brow gel is my ride or die. I'm not putting on my eyebrows for them to only last a couple seconds, babe. These things need to be locked in. I'm going in with the Fix It Like a Boss brow gel, and where the secret comes in is after applying your brow gel, you brush it through, you shape your brows, but you're going to remove the excess. That way, when eventually we add the rest of our face makeup on, everything runs smoothly. It is a flawless method. So, brow gel's applied, and now you can see there's a little bit of a reflection still, which is natural because that's what's going to happen when you apply your brow gel. But by just taking a little bit of makeup remover and going around the edges, the rest of my skin is clear, but my brows are still in place and locked down. I love this, I never skip this.
Saturday by the sea, got somewhere we need to be, we just stay here. Like the feel of something new, showing up out of the blue, never been so clear.
Oh, that's crazy. So that was my genuine reaction on how much product just came out. This multitasker concealer is insane. Now, typically I would go in with the little brush, but because I want that extreme precision for my brows and because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I've taken a little bit on a flat brush and I'm going to carve out only the bottom of my brows, not the top, because then we're going to lose the natural facade. And this is perfect. I do this every single time. It's going to prep me for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to blend this right out into the rest of my skin. So we're going to blend this over the rest of the eye, and it's going to prep us for the next step. Here you can already see the difference between my brows. With the multitasker concealer alone, my brow looks so much more crisp. As you can see, the difference is already insane. My brow looks so much more crisp, so much more clear. So I'm going to do the exact same on this eye. You can hardly tell that I've put concealer on under my brow. It blends in so smoothly to the rest of my skin. On days when I don't wear a lot of makeup, I would genuinely still just do this to have those crisp, clear brows. No one's going to notice. It is flawless. Now, the concealer doesn't have to stop at carving out your brows. Because I've already expressed the importance of doing your eyes and brows first, I'm going to prime my eyes with some of the concealer as well. I'm going to go right in, put it over my lid before blending it out and going in with the eyeshadow. Okay, now because our eyes are beautifully primed with our concealer, we can go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. Now I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade and do a little inner corner. This is really going to help open up your eyes, keep you bright, keep you lively. I love doing this. Taking the same flat brush that I used for the concealer, I'm going right in my inner corner. Now, what I like to do with my inner corner, which is kind of different, is I'll make a little swoop around my eyes. I think this really gives you that dolly eye look, and I eat it up every single time. So instead of just stopping here, which is what a lot of people do, I will take the concealer brush and I'll kind of follow my natural eye socket, and you can see it just creates this really open, dolly little look. Doing the same on this eye, and eventually, just to tie everything together, I'll do the same under my brow. This way I've got a super cohesive look going on, and I look really put together, even though I've only used one shade. Now, even though I've used one shade, my whole eye look looks put together. I look very soft, very natural, and everything comes together perfectly. Now, if eyeliner intimidates you, which is a completely reasonable occurrence to find yourself in, what I would often recommend to a beginner or someone who's a little nervous is to take a really skinny brush and a darker shade of eyeshadow, because this is easier to wipe away, it's easier to manipulate, It's going to give you that peace of mind. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this brown shade on a thin little brush, and I'm going to just put the tiniest bit at like outer corner of my eye.
To keep this going on and on. I know that you want me in the
You watched that happen in real time. That took 2 seconds. And the best part is, because we've done our eyes first, as recommended, if this went badly, you could wipe it away, because you're not going to wipe away any foundation. It is a foolproof plan, and it's way less intimidating. Look at that. So simple. No eyeliner. Just an eyeshadow palette and a thin brush. The easiest combination you could possibly think of. Okay, now, would this even be a makeup look if I didn't have a mascara on? Genuinely, I would sometimes, if I'm feeling a little lazy, which look at me, it happens to the best of us, don't even lie to me, I would finish after this. But I'm gonna do a little more of a full face so I can show you more tips and tricks. I'm going in with the I Love Extreme mascara. We love her, we know her.
looking at me from the point of view.
Okay, you can see that the massive difference mascara makes. The Jemma you saw pre-mascara and the Jemma you see now, 2 different people. Makes my day every single time you saw my genuine reaction. Love it. On to the next. Now, of course, just as we did earlier, our skin is prepped, ready for the multitask concealer. Earlier you saw me picking it up with the brush, but now we're going straight onto the face. And she's got this stunning little brush, which means not only can we twist it when the product comes out, but we can apply it directly to the face, get straight to the point. I'm gonna apply it under my eyes, my chin, and just other areas where I have redness to do more of a spot treatment than an actual full face.
Lightning in a bottle, I've been searching for somebody.
And that's pretty much it. You'll see I kind of carve it out and I use my natural redness to my advantage. This way when I add the blush, it is seamlessly integrated to the rest of my skin. Now, another hack that I love and adore is taking my beauty blender and actually spraying it with a little bit of setting spray. So I'm going to go in with the Fix and Last 18 Hour Setting Spray by Essence, and I'm going to spray it directly onto my beauty blender. This way, when I'm blending in my makeup, I'm just making extra sure that everything is locked in. She's not going anywhere.
Talking late night conversation. Dating someone I say for two. Baby,
Next, we all know the hype and love between cream products right now, and I am no better than everyone else. I'm entirely on board. This is Essence Baby Got Blush. I like to go in with a thick, dense brush, but a lot of people go straight into the face. Now that I've loaded it up on the brush, I'm going to stipple it onto the cheek, just bouncing up and down and not brushing back and forth.
yeah, somebody just like you. Didn't know this could be real. Makes no sense, it's what
We've covered up everything we don't want, but because of the blush, we've brought life back to the face, we've brought that youth, and I love it. The cream blush is an absolute stunner. Now, on the same topic of adding life back to the face, we're going to go in with bronzer. This is my absolute baby because the bronzing shades are light enough for me and I can be quite pale. Now, another tip and trick that I stand by, although I'm not doing it in this video because I wanted to show you my little liner trick, is using your bronzer as an eyeshadow is always a viable option, especially if you want that cohesive put together look. Okay, you're gonna wanna put the bronzer where the sun would naturally hit you. It's gonna be a little strange if you got bronzer in places that the sun doesn't reach, because that's the whole concept behind bronzer. So I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna put it on my temples, on my forehead, I'm gonna put it on my cheeks, just on the top here, and the bridge of my nose. Once again, the sun hits it, I'm putting bronzer there. Done deal. Now, the final step to getting the life back in your skin, because we've blushed it up, we've bronzed it, we've done all of these phenomenal little steps, but there is a special place in my heart for a highlighter. I will never get over highlighter. I don't care what the trends are. She is always going to be my girl. Now, you could go in with your pinky finger. I do that all the time. I do that for my nose especially. I'll take a little bit and I'll put on the tip of my nose and I'll put on the bridge of my nose. Now, something I love. I've quite often emphasized the importance of looking coherent, everything looking cohesive, everything looking like one piece, like one little artwork, and I keep that same concept alive when it comes to concealer. So, we already have a little inner corner highlight going, but I will take the tiniest bit of my highlighter and add it to my inner corner as well, just to make sure my nose and my eyes, everything blends together and we look put together. Even though I don't know what kind of morning you're having, you're gonna look put together. Now, my hacks when it comes to lip liner are equally as important, but it's gonna come after the application.
I feel new sensations. Kissing under summer moon. Crashing waves and
Now, the key to having your makeup look perfect, put together and crisp is you're going to carve out your lip liner. It sounds strange, but it's going to make everything look 10 times better. Putting a little bit of concealer on a flat brush. And now just around the corners of my mouth, I'm going to take the flat brush and I'm going to go around and make sure this line is nice and crisp.
Malibu, no limitations. Oh.
There you can see this side super defined and this side still looks good, but especially if you have a little bit of a shakier hand, this is going to save your life.
Psychedelic, maybe it's magic, maybe we.
Now, as you can see, before I've even gone in with anything else, my lips are crisp and defined. Anything I put on the middle is just gonna tie it all together. Now, to wrap it all up, what is any makeup look without the extreme shine gloss to tie a little bow on everything?
We're just one more hit to keep this going on and on. I know that you want me in.
Okay, this is the final look. Now, I hope your makeup journey is a lot smoother with these tips and tricks you've been given. And of course, what help is the tips and tricks if you don't have the essence to go along with it, babe? You can get your essence at Clicks, Discount, and House of Cosmetics online. Now, I'll see you next time. Mwah!